Hello again. What a day to be alive. We're grateful, we're thankful for the gift of life, and I believe you are also grateful and thankful for the gift of life. We are GCMA for short, Global Change Makers Africa. My name is Kwapong. Our passion is to have conversation with you around our common humanity, the power of our common humanity, and what our Creator has endowed us and blessed us with, which puts us on the same level as the Elon Musks of our world, the Dangotes of our world, and any successful name you can think of and mention. I know it might sound kind of a little easy for you. And when I say easy, I mean kind of funny. Oh, really? Am I also on that same level? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because in your common humanity, you are as blessed, you are as endowed as they are. Same. No real difference, I can guarantee you. And as we have conversations after conversations, we'll be making this case over and over and over. And just to encourage you and to fire you up and to empower you in your understanding and your belief, so you know that indeed you are no ordinary average human being. You are as blessed as any of these change makers and difference makers we have mentioned. Our particular interest and our particular target group is always towards what we call the millennials, older millennials, younger millennials, and the Gen Zs between the ages of 15 right up to 45. And we trust that you, again, will enjoy today's conversation. We've been talking about the power of the mind, the power of the mind. If you and I have been blessed, I want you to just take a moment to think about this. Now, if you and I have been blessed by our Creator, okay, with the power, the profound capability to be game changers. Now, that might appear a little too mind-blowing for you, but it shouldn't, because really that's the truth. If you and I have been blessed with this capability to be game changers, to be change makers, to be difference makers, as the big names, so to speak, you and I think about, the few of which we mentioned just a little while ago, if you and I really in our common humanity are as blessed as them, then what is really the difference? What is the difference between people of such profound success and phenomenal life stories? What is the difference between them and the rest of us who tend to be just regular people, even though we are all extraordinary, extra regular? Is there any word like that? I don't know. I'm sure you would know, you know. But there has to be a difference. There has to be a reason for that. And case study after case study, conversation after conversation, research after research has shown that something about one thing the Creator blessed all of us with, called the mind, the power of the mind. The power of the mind indeed is the huge difference. Now, at the quality level, it is the same. We are all the same. Trust me, we're all the same. We're all, in terms of quality, in terms of its power, in terms of the potential, the capability, the capacity of the mind to be the game changer and the difference maker, in terms of the mind being the asset that propels us into success, we are all as blessed. We are all as endowed. Same, my friend, same. So why have some actualized this power and then the rest of the majority not actualize theirs? It is because of what you call the mindset. The mind is the blessing, but then how we set the mind, so to speak, literally speaking, is what creates the difference. What is the mindset? The mindset is the experiences we've had, the sights, the sounds, what we've seen continually, and what the things we've heard, the people around us. speaking into our lives, speaking into our hearing, influencing our thoughts, our thinking, and all of this together really is what eventually results in what you call the mindset. Now, the mindset is such a profoundly powerful thing, my friends. So powerful, we could spend, and really we should spend most of the time on this subject matter, having this conversation. Now, just in a moment, I'd like us to go back to the famous Mahatma Gandhi's quote we've been referring to in these sessions for some time now. So let's just take a quick look at it. And he says, your beliefs become your thoughts become your words become your actions become your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny. So something about mindset has to do with beliefs, a person's beliefs. What are beliefs? A person's belief is what you hold so dear to be true, what you hold to be true. So if I believe that, let's say I believe that I'll never amount to anything good, because I'm kind of dumb. I'm not dumb, though. You can tell I'm not dumb, right? And so are you not. You're also not dumb. So you are smarter than you think. Smart. Now, it doesn't really matter what your score was, what your academic score in school was. Fundamentally, if your belief is opposite to who you are in terms of who your creator made you, then that becomes what you hold to be true. Now, what you hold to be true is not necessarily true, because it could be untrue when it comes to the truth about who you really are, So if you're a smart person, but you tell yourself you're dumb, if you're an intelligent person, but you tell yourself you're dumb, either because you've been told by your parents you're dumb, you've been told by your friends you're dumb, you've been told by the people around you you're dumb. Your experiences with people is such that they've pumped into your head and into your system constantly and continually, you're dumb. So for example, I'm told, Eric, you're dumb, Eric, you're dumb, Eric, you're dumb, Eric, you're dumb. Guess what? Is going to become part of what I hold to be true about myself if I allow that. And that therefore becomes my belief. It becomes part of my belief system. Now, the moment I imbibe these words and these thoughts, these ideas, these views of people about me, and I accept them to be true about me, I am forming my belief. Once I start the journey of forming my belief, guess what? I have started the whole process of mindset. I have started the journey towards forming a mindset. So my mindset is going to be that of Eric is dumb. And so that becomes my mindset. Why? Because at the base of mindset is belief. So this belief then will progress into thoughts, ideas, and then these thoughts express in words, and then the words will generate habits, actions, and then these actions, habits will, if you like, progress into values. They become my values. What are values? Values is anything you hold valuable. In other words, anything you put value on, they are your values. Pretty much like belief in a way, because you hold them dear, you hold them to be true, you treasure them. Those are your values. And then the values will now determine your destiny. So see the trip for a moment, Belief, and then thoughts, and then words, and then actions, and then habits, and then values, and guess what? And that's your destiny right there before you. So something about a person's words, your words, my actions, something about my habits, your habits, our habits, something about us as a people, both as individuals and as a people, a people group, the things we like, the things we do, and how we look at the world, how we look at this life, how we engage this life, how we process things, how we process this life, all of it together tells the mindset. So I'll say it again before we move to the next point. If you want to know a person's mindset, pay attention to their belief. What do they believe? And it's easy to tell, because pay attention to what they say, because what they say is coming from their thoughts. What they say, which is coming from their thoughts, which is coming from their beliefs, will soon become their actions. The actions will form habits. They become habitual. They become consistent with it. And then before you know, it becomes their values, things they hold dear, things they hold as life. And then right there, that's the mindset. That's the mindset. So if you have a guy who says, well, in my culture, because the culture can also give us a mindset, okay? Because the culture also gives us values. The culture also gives us thought systems. The culture can make us get ingrained and grounded in a certain belief system that says women are not as important, or the feminine gender is a weaker gender to the male gender. So in any considerations of life, you have to put women second. You have to put women last, because women really don't deserve to be on the same level of importance with men. Now, you can tell a person and their mindset. You can tell their beliefs because you pay attention to their words, because their words is expressing their thoughts, which is being expressed in words, will now become actions, because they will actionate the words, they will activate the words. Is there any word like actionate? I don't know. You will know, I'm sure, English masters listening. So, but anyway, you understand that, okay? The words become actions, and then the actions will form the habits, and then it becomes a lifestyle, and then before you know, it's become a value. So a whole very, very, very twisted logic, okay, or logism when it comes to the feminine gender. In other words, in terms of quality, the feminine gender is less quality in humanity. The feminine gender is not on the same level, cannot be placed on the same level in terms of just the quality of their humanity. And you'll always have to put the male gender over and above. That kind of mindset, that kind of thinking, that kind of belief, that kind of value is flawed. It is flawed, really flawed. Why? Because anything a man can become, a woman can become as well, in terms of skill sets, in terms of profession, and so on. That is really specific, more specifically what we're talking about. So this is going to be, you know, the whole point about mindset. Now, I have taken a little more time to go into it a little more, elaborate it some more, because something about the conversation about mindset, this subject matter about mindset, is everything. It is everything. I'm telling you, it's everything to our existence as human beings. I would say this, because I am a person of faith as well, and I'm a person of religion as well. I practice the Christian faith, and I'm sure for some of you listening, you practice the Muslim faith, the Islamic faith, and for some of you, you practice Judaism, and so, whatever your faith is. Now, even faith and religion goes to form mindsets, okay? They go to impact mindset. They will give you the beliefs of the faith, the values of the faith, the tenets of the faith, the teachings of the faith. They will give you a certain mindset. They will give you a certain belief system that will give you a mindset. anything about the faith and the religion you practice, that I practice, that we all practice, even religion and faith. And to Africa, religion and faith is a very important subject matter to us. However, whatever the faith is, whatever the religion is, its values, its tenets, its, pillars, and so on and so forth, they will form your mindset. They will influence the formation of the mindset. And whatever the mindset becomes as a result of the faith and the religion, it will directly impact the quality of life, the quality of society, the quality of nation, the quality of business organizations, the quality of the family. Everything will be impacted by mindset. Now, I talked about faith on purpose just to make the point again and again and again that it seems to me, and you may or may not agree with this point I'm about to make, but I make them all the same so we can have conversation. It seems to me that the subject of mindset is going to be the most important conversation in our human existence. It is the conversation we will have to pay attention to, so much attention to, because mindset, it seems, is everything. Is everything. A person's mind and the quality of the mind, quality of the thinking, the thought system, everything about mindset, which is your values, your thinking, your words, your actions, and all of that, which directly impacts life around you. Mindset is also the glasses through which you see life and see the rest of the world around you, through which the eyeglasses, if you like, literally like I have on eyeglasses right now, as you can see, your mindset is like that. It is the eyeglasses through which you interpret life, interpret actions, and so on and so forth. So if you're a person who is suspicious of everybody, for example, anybody who's not smiling, something like that, must be an angry person. Then for you, the question of if a person were, say, quiet without any expression of joy or happiness or smile on their face, for you, the question of whether they would be deep in thought about something, maybe something profound they are thinking of. For you, all of these considerations will not be part of your thinking because you have a one-dimensional interpretation for anybody who's not smiling. It means they are not happy. If that is your thinking, then that becomes your mindset, and that's how you will relate to the world. So you're dealing with somebody who's deep in thought about a serious subject matter, your interpretation of that facial expression will be they are not happy. But maybe it's not really a question of not being happy, but it might be just a question of, if you like, just deep in thought about something. So mindset is everything. Let me say this real quick as we move on. Ghana, Africa, Nigeria, from Cape Town to Senegal, from Cape Town right up to Cairo, now from Cairo to Cape Town, that's how I say it normally, from Senegal to Somalia, across Africa, and across the rest of the world, we are what we are, all of us, because of the thinking, the mindset, the thinking, the mindsets we have formed. So young people, there's hope for change for this continent of Africa. There's hope for change for all of us. There's hope for change. But guess what we need to deal with? We need to deal with the mindset and the quality of thinking. Now, so how do we develop this growth mindset, this positive mindset, this strong mindset, this forward-looking mindset, this progressive mindset, this mindset that says, you know what, we want to make Ghana a better country. We want to make Nigeria a better country. We want to make South Africa, Zimbabwe. We want to make it a better place. Its leaders, our leaders, its people, our peoples, you and me, not excluding anybody out, not putting the blame on someone else's doorstep first, but you and I first must understand these things. We must understand as a first step that it is possible for us to have a far better place, far better country, far better society, far better businesses, progressing, prospering, advancing, and doing better than we are doing now. And how is that going to happen? Let's begin to attack. Now, I say this positively, okay? Let's begin to engage, and that's what I mean by attack. Let's begin to confront this discourse, this conversation called mindset. So, developing the growth mindset, you have to acknowledge and embrace imperfections. Hiding from your weaknesses means you will never overcome them. We have to look into the mirror. I have to be able to look into the mirror to say, you know what, my time management is not good. I need to do something about my time management. I should be this honest about me, about myself first, before I blame my government for the bad governance or whatever in my view, maybe the quality of governance. I have to be looking at myself first. I have to be dealing with my imperfections first on a personal level. I have to take personal responsibility first. And as I sit here with you, sharing these thoughts with you and having these conversations with you, and hopefully you are in the comments column, sharing your comments and sharing your thoughts and so on. Hopefully you're doing that. And hopefully you are also, of course, inviting friends and so on to subscribe and to like and to share in this. You are sending out the link. Hopefully you're doing that. As we do all of this together, I can tell you, my friends, I can tell you that I am sitting here knowing that I have work to do on myself. So many areas of my life, I have work to do to improve, I don't know about you, but growth mindset starts with looking your face in the mirror, not to demean yourself, and to degrade yourself to the point where you have no acknowledgement for the good you are and the good in you, no. But then at least to honestly tell yourself, I need to improve. I have to improve. And as I'm talking to you right now, I do have that. Now, view challenges as opportunities. Having a growth mindset means inviting opportunities for self-improvement. That means you don't look at any opportunity of critiquing you as somebody being against you. You have to look at challenges. You have to look at when you're being critiqued. You have to look at when you are being told the truth about things you need to improve on. You have to embrace them. You have to invite them as opportunities for self-improvement. There are some people you can never tell them one thing about themselves they need to improve, because for anything you say, negative. No, I don't want negative vibes around me. Negative. And sometimes they go like, bees around, and they repel. If they had a repellent, they'll be pow, just hit you off. You know what I'm saying? Young people, yes. But guess what? Growth mindset is really where we want to be, because growth mindset, progressive mindset, forward thinking, forward looking mindset is what will impact life in a positive way for us. And how do we do that? Apart from looking into the mirror to say, I need to improve, you need to also embrace the critiquing, the positive critiquing. When a person is not tearing you down and really just rubbishing you, as they say, when a person is not out there to get you, just to destroy you, just to demean you, debase you, just literally shred you to pieces. And you can tell they are not really interested in any good in you. When they are not doing that, but they are honestly, genuinely telling you and engaging you in areas you need to improve on. What this point is saying is you have to see it as an opportunity for your own self-improvement. Because until you improve, until I improve on a personal level, we will not have the society we want to have. We're going to blame everything else but us. Not only that, but challenges. Young people, we don't run away from challenges. We embrace challenges as opportunities also for self-improvement, to do it better, to do things better. Replace the word failing with the word learning. When you make a mistake or fall short of a goal, you haven't failed, you've learned. This is so important, young people, so important. So important. We almost characterize and classify any shortcoming as failure. Even when we, something happens and we fall back, there's a bit of fallback, we say we failed. But no, let's take that word out, because failure really, in my view, and I agree with this definition I read somewhere several years ago, failure is when you stop. When you stop. But so long as you keep trying, so long as you keep coming at it, that's not failure. Listen, you may not be getting it right. It doesn't matter. You come back and what you say to yourself is, I've learned. I've learned better ways to do this. I've learned how not to do it this way. I've learned how to do it to be successful. Learn from other people's mistakes. It's not always wise to compare yourself to others, but it's important to realize that humans share the same weaknesses. We all share the same weaknesses. You know what that means? That means when people criticize you, you ought to understand that they also have their fair share of weaknesses they may not be talking to you about at that time. So normally you would say, okay, but look at you trying to point all of these. How about you? You too, you have. Well, I used to do that growing up, but I noticed and I realized that that kind of habit, that kind of attitude is a lost opportunity to focus on me and to allow me to imbibe the moment, to seize the moment, to learn what I have to learn. Because while the spotlight of critiquing is on me, it's my moment to improve. If I lose that moment, then I would have lost, an important moment. So you look at other people, they have fair share of weaknesses, that's true, but we learn from their fair share of weaknesses. Really, none of us as human beings naturally like to be criticized. We don't really, it's not comfortable. Nobody really likes it. Be criticized, be told what's wrong with you, what you need to improve, what you don't, what you need to correct, and all of that. Nobody really likes it. But I think it's worth stressing this point and making it again, that once the motive is genuine and it is really out to, not to get us, but to really help us improve, especially if the people around us helping us to improve, they mean well, and they really have our interest at heart, then we seize that moment and we definitely work with the suggestions. At the end of the day, it's for you and I to go back, into your quiet moment, your closet, and not closet, you know what I mean, but into the quiet moment where you think through those things and then you find ways to improve yourself. That is the growth mindset. We need the growth mindset. We need the growth mindset more than ever, especially in these times in our world today, in Ghana and in many parts of the world where people tend to have become so negative, so negative. I mean, everything is negative. It's almost like we've thrown hope out of the window and thrown away hope. But guess what? We cannot lose hope. We cannot throw away hope. We need a change in mindset so we can impact our world and impact our nation. I want to thank you so much. Again, it's such an honor, such a pleasure, always having you come around us. And when I say come around us, come together with us. That's what I mean. And, sharing these thoughts. Please like, subscribe, and share. Definitely subscribe to our videos, subscribe to our channel, subscribe to our videos, subscribe to our channel. We have a target to reach literally the millions, and so we can count on you. Thank you so much for being a part.